Want to know how some business get clicks for $1 when others have to pay more for the exact same keywords? By the end of this video, you're going to understand how Google bidding works and what are the bidding strategies that are available for you. Plus, I'm going to share a framework on how to select the right strategy for your business and how to make that advertisement dollars work harder for you. I'm Candelaria and I've been running advertising campaigns for the past 8 years for multiple clients in different industries. Whether right now you are running campaigns that are not getting you the results that you want, or perhaps you're completely new to marketing and just want to understand how Google Ads work, in this video, I'm going to share how bidding works, the top 5 bidding strategies that are being used in 2025, and how you can select the bidding strategy that is right for your business, as well as some commonly mistakes that I see advertisers make that is costing them a lot of money. Okay, so let's start with how Google Ads bidding work. Bidding is how you tell Google how much you're willing to pay per click on your ad. Your bid is going to compete with other businesses every time there is an opportunity for your ad to show, whether it's on the search results page or on a site within the Google Display Network. Think about those banners that show up on different websites when you visit them. A higher bid can improve your ad's visibility. For example, if you set your bid to be $2, that means that you will pay up to $2 per click your ad receives. The amount you bid is the maximum you will pay, but often you pay less. Google doesn't charge you your maximum bid, but only enough to outbid that competitor below you. Sometimes you can pay less than the competitor and it still show your ad higher. This is because Google doesn't take into account just your bid amount, but also the quality of your ad and the relevancy to the user search query. Google uses an action time bidding system that every time someone searches for a service or a product or visits sites that ads are shown, what happens is if your ad relates to the keywords or content that person is looking for, your ad will enter the action. Your bid, along with other factors, will determine if your ad is shown and where it ranks. Google calculates your ad rank based on your amount bid and also how closely matches what that user is looking for. This process takes milliseconds and ensures that the best ads are shown to the user, as well as fair chances for advertisers to show their ads. 3 things that will affect the bidding results. One is the bid amount. This directly affects the potential of your ad to be shown, and higher bids can lead to better positioning considering that every other factor stays equal. Quality score measures the relevancy of your keywords and your ads. It affects both the ad rank and how much you're going to pay per click. A higher quality relevant ad can achieve better results without having to pay a higher bid. This is why some advertisers may actually pay less and still show their ads higher. Ad extension and relevancy, it's super important, and in 2025, you need to make sure that you are using as many extensions as possible. Extensions like image extensions, callouts, and site links are ways that we can provide the user with more details about our product and our service. It also allows us, for example, through site links, to drive users to specific landing pages where they can easily find what they're looking for. Google evaluates the relevancy of our extensions, and that influences both the ad position and the visibility. Now that we understand how bidding works, let's talk about the different types of bidding. First, we have manual bidding. This allows us to choose a specific bid for keyword. Manual bidding gives you direct control over your bids, but it does take a lot of time and also opens the door for human error. Automated bidding uses machine learning and real-time data to adjust your bids automatically. Within automated bidding, we have smart bidding. Here we are using not only real-time data and machine learning, but also Google's AI. This is a super powerful bidding type because it takes into account not only real-time data, but all the other signals that Google has about a user. For example, the browsing history. Before we jump into automated bidding strategies, I wanted to walk you through bid adjustments. So we do have the opportunity to adjust bids based on location, time of the day, as well as device. If you know that during a specific time of the day, your ads perform really well and bring you all the sales and generate all the leads, you can actually adjust to bid more aggressively or lower during those times. So for example, if you see that data tells you traffic that comes from tablet is not converting for you, you can use this bid adjustment tool to tell Google, I want to bid minus 100%, so I don't want to show on tablets, or I want to actually up my bid on mobile because I know people coming from there are converting the best. So automated bidding basically takes the manual work out and helps you get better results by using Google automation. If we think about some of the signals that are used on smart bidding, as I mentioned, automated bidding, it is using real-time data and machine learning, but when we actually utilize a smart bidding strategy, we're also accessing to other data signals. So as we can see, we have browsing history being one of them, which is super helpful, as well as language. And the way it works is smart bidding will combine different signals to basically optimize that bid and be more precise based on the potential outcome. So if you're trying to generate sales and Google believes that person writing that search query is most likely to convert based on the browsing history and being in market for a specific product or service, it can actually increase that bid to make sure that you have a better chance of showing your ad. But now that we understand how Google bidding works, let's jump to talk about the different bid strategies that are available. If your goal is to increase site traffic, then utilizing maximize clicks can be a good bid strategy. Basically, when using max clicks bid strategy, you're telling Google, get me as many clicks as possible while spending my full budget. Now, this bid strategy is very common to use when you have a completely new account or when you are launching a campaign and perhaps there is no conversion data pulling in yet. Now, my recommendation for you, if you're going to use this bid strategy, make sure that you are adding a max CPC. So you are telling Google, get me as many clicks as possible, but I'm not willing to pay above this bid for a click. So that way you get the benefits of getting the traffic and you make sure that you're not paying more than what you want to for specific clicks. The second bid strategy here is target impression share, and it's all about visibility. You are telling Google to modify your bids to get you on the absolute top of the page, the top of the page, or anywhere on the page. So this is common among certain industries where businesses want to really protect the market share for specific keywords, specifically their brand terms. Now, it's actually quite costly and it's not a performance strategy, meaning it only focuses on getting you on the page, but it's not really optimizing for any type of conversion. So if you are a business trying to generate leads or generate sales, then this is not a bid strategy that I would recommend for you. Now we're gonna jump into the smart bid strategies. So these are bid strategies that are automated, so Google is making changes to your bid, but it is utilizing more than just real-time data and machine learning. It's also taking into consideration other signals. Maximize conversion is the great bid strategy to leverage if you wanna get as many conversions as possible while spending your budget. This bid strategy works well when you have a fixed budget that you need to spend. My recommendation, if you are using max conversion, make sure that for the first 2 weeks that you launch the bid strategy, you don't use a target CPA. So you really let the system optimize and find you those conversions and the true cost per acquisition. Once you have that, you can actually move into a target CPA bid strategy, which is a little bit more advanced and is basically telling Google, get me as many conversions as possible within my target CPA, within my target cost per acquisition. Now, this bid strategy is really great for generating leads, and the only thing is that you cannot activate until you have at least 30 conversions on your campaign over the past 30 days. So it's very common to start with max conversions and then move into a target CPA. Then we have target ROAS. Target ROAS is basically telling Google, I want to get X amount back for every dollar that I spend. So if you want a target of 5, you're saying I want to get $5 back for every single dollar I spend on Google Ads. This type of bid strategy works very well for e-commerce when you have products with different values. Finally, we have maximize conversion value. So you're telling Google, get me as much conversion value as possible while spending my budget. Now, the difference between the max conversion value and target ROAS is that one prioritizes profitability. So target ROAS is really focused on that profitability and trying to get that return on ad spend. And with maximize conversion value, you are just really focused on the revenue, but you don't really care about how much you're paying per conversion. Strategies can work very well, but it's important to understand how they actually optimize your bids and what is the outcome that they are optimizing for. Now that we understand the different bid strategies, let's talk about which bid strategy is the right one for your business. The first thing that we need to think about is what's your business goal. So here we are going to basically choose what is the objective or our ads. If you're trying to generate sales, we will focus on sales campaign. If you're trying to generate leads, then we'll choose the lead objective. Most likely, you're going to be using one of those two options. Now that we have decided our business objective, we can now talk about what are the specific goals that we want our Google Ads campaigns to drive. If you're trying to generate traffic and leads, we can use maximize conversion, target CPA, target ROAS, or the maximize conversion value as the bid strategies. Now, if we're just trying to increase website traffic, maybe we have a new product and all we want is to get people into the site, then we can actually leverage maximize clicks or manual CPC. If you're trying to get increase in awareness and really just visibility for your ads, then you can choose impression share or maximize click. When thinking about which bid strategy to use, I like to think about what is my business goal, what is the maturity of my account and my campaigns, whether my budgets are flexible or not, and what kind of data do I have to use for my campaigns. So if you don't have any conversion data, you will not be able to start with a target CPA. So with a maximized conversion might be a better strategy for you. Then you can add a target CPA and continue moving and even testing some of the other bid strategies. Now that we have talked about the bid strategies and how to select the one that is right for your business, I want to share some of the common mistakes that I see advertisers make that is costing them a lot of money. The first mistake is shifting between bid strategies too soon and not allowing the system learn and show you what it can do for your campaigns. The second mistake is setting unrealistic targets. You know, if the cost per acquisition is $25, but you're telling the system, I only want to pay for a lead $5, your campaign is not going to be able to give you those results and likely it's just going to crash. You might even stop spending altogether because it's just not realistic. It cannot get you that result. That is why I recommend to start with the max conversion, understand what is your true cost per acquisition, figure out ways to optimize that, and a lot of the times you have to make changes in your website, on your ad copy, to make sure that you are, of course, putting out there the right information to attract the right person. Once you have that cost per acquisition, you can move into more advanced video strategies like a target CPA or a ROAS. And then constantly touching the campaign. If your campaign is already in the learning phase and you are actively making changes, this is just not good. And what is going to happen is that campaign is going to continue in the learning. It's not going to be able to leave the learning and it's not going to drive the results that you want. And lastly, when we're using smart video strategies or automated video strategies, we still need to be guiding Google. You know information about your business, about the type of actions that you want people to take, that you need to really guide and make sure that you're feeding in this data to Google, that you are optimizing your campaigns, that you're adding the right negative keywords, that maybe you know that yes, certain keywords get you people to book a call, but people don't show. It's like a low quality because people book the call and they just not show and they come from specific terms. Then you can make a decision to be, I do not want to allocate as much money in these specific terms. And by doing that, you are having more control and optimizing better your campaign rather than just relying fully on Google. I hope that this video was helpful in showing you how does Google bidding work and the different bidding strategies that are available for you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe and that you hit the bell so that you get notified with my next video.